So today is Sunday. I was kind of thinking it might be a good day, and the phone's ringing like always in every video we make. I don't know what's up with that. It's like, ding! Usually my cell phone. I noticed that we had one head poking out this morning. There was nothing out last night, and we had one slitting here. And I peeked in these two because I couldn't help it because they had slits in them. But I want to show you guys something. Here's a snake that had actually scratched his egg. And guess what he is now? He's an incredible looking, completely patternless sunfire genetic stripe. And he is dead. I know that you guys probably call this selective, you know, how culling of the wild, but the thing is, there's nothing natural in this selection because this egg would have not even existed. There are no sunfire genetic stripes in the world. So what we do here is we're not going to let these go in the wild. They never came from the wild. The parents never seen the wild. The parents of the parents never seen the wild. And so this is why I cut eggs, because I want to prevent this. There's another candidate right here that could happen to. I don't know what's in it, but I bet you it's a live baby. I'm hoping that it's not too late. But you see, that's why we cut eggs. And for those of you that think that's horrible, I'm sorry. Life goes on, because I don't like that. And that animal will never exist in the wild. So let's see here. We're going to cut some eggs and see if we can selectively... Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible? It's Sunday. I love Sundays. And we're going to make a video right after this one pulling a clutch. I think we might even get 2 clutches today. Look at that orange. That is incredible. Now, I actually bred 2 snakes to this to try to prove one out. So we're either going to, if we get no albinos, we know who the father is. If we get a lot of albinos, we still know who the father is. But really, if we get a lot of genetic stripes, we know who the father is. That's looking pretty good. Those are both sunfire genetic stripes. This one here, oh, yep, I think I know who the daddy is. But I think he's not a het albino. This was from a sunfire possible het genetic stripe. So if you're one of those guys who bought a sunfire possible genetic stripe, I mean a sunfire genetic stripe possible het albino from me, you're going to be happy because this means your odds are going up.
It's kind of dry, huh?
So we'll see. It's a little bit, one doesn't have a ton of moisture. Try to wipe my hands off. Now the other thing you can learn about this clutch, see, it was a big clutch. It was real full, but I had an egg pop. And when the egg popped, it let the juice in. But more importantly, you see all these? These are literally these are baby flies trying to be. But it happened so close to the end, I didn't want to upset the eggs because, as you can see, I mean, I think I've only lost 2 eggs in this whole clutch. So I don't like to mess with good things. But I always try to get rid of the bad eggs. So I threw that away a couple days ago, but I still have some of the aftermath with flies. Now, I try to prevent that by putting a screen on my one vent hole. So I actually have 2 vent holes, one on each end, and that's a screen I put over it. But apparently, they got it. Mom and Dad got in there somehow without the screen. So that wasn't very effective, but sometimes it is. So I'll always try to get rid of if an egg goes bad, I say get it out of the box. Some people believe in, oh, let it be, it's natural. Again, this is not natural. Sunfire genetic stripes have never been found, and I'm sure they'll never be found. They weren't even on the same area, they're just not even the same area at all where they came from. The 2 genes. Oh, another sunfire. Just a regular drop dead het genetic stripe. Because when they're het genetic stripe and sunfire, they're usually stripy and really beautiful looking. These eggs came out really full, and wow, the amount of sunfire. Wow, look at that snake. They are beautiful. So this is a clutch that we only bred them to 1 female, hoping to prove them out. And I think the only thing in it is we proved fertility. Whoa. Just a regular genetic stripe, but 100% het. I mean, excuse me, a regular Sunfire, but 100% het genetic stripe, because that's who the father was. It's quite obvious. We only bred the other male to it once, and we were hoping that we would prove out do the other one. That guy has a kink on his tail.
How come some eggs look so full and some look so...
Well, some have better moisture connection on the base, and they'll pick up more humidity and grow a little bit different. And a couple of the smaller ones were actually on top, and I moved them to the bottom after I lost that egg, because the clutch was really full. Wow, that is full, full, full. Whoa. Look at that. That's just an incredible SunStripe. And this would be a genetic stripe hat. Doing good. Pretty sure that's what this is. I saw his head out pretty good, so this was the guy who clued it in. I looked last night right before I left because I wanted Sunday babies, and if they were yesterday, they were going to be cut yesterday because I don't like things dying. And no such luck. So, but then again, like I said, I like Sunday clutches. And it looks like we're doing awfully good on the wow, we're doing incredible on the percentages. There's another SunStripe. I don't even know if I've seen a normal genetic stripe yet, which is way against the odds. Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that. Just a hat, just a genetic stripe Sunfire hat, but wow. You'd think I'd had a sun. You'd think I had a super sun or something, but of course we have seen some normals. There's another beautiful sun. Hat genetic stripe. And there's a regular hat genetic stripe. No question who the father is, and there's no question he's not het albino. So these are all possible het albino, but only 50% possible het because the mother is 100% het, and the father was an unproven possible het, which was also 50% het. But we know that the mother is, and we know now the father isn't. If we get an albino here, it's because another dad got in there, but I don't think there's any possibility because now we're starting to get some of our odds of our non-Sunfire stuff, and the non-genetic stripe stuff. But the odds seem to land really, really nicely on the doubled stuff. See, there's a normal, 100% normal. See, we could have gotten a whole bunch of genetic stripes and a whole bunch of Sunfires. But instead, we've been real lucky so far. We've gotten a lot of Sunfire genetic stripe. Now, there's this doubled up Sunfire, but no genetic stripe. When I mean doubled up, I just mean it's a het and a genetic stripe. Het, genetic stripe, and Sunfire. Now, there's another Sunfire. Look at that. Wow, that's beautiful. But not genetic stripe. So this is a beautiful clutch. Took years to get into owning this all, the females and stuff that can make all this, and the males. And so there's another genetic. I keep saying genetic stripe because they actually look striped, but I mean hat genetic stripe and the Sunfire. They're just beautiful. See, but so far we haven't seen a normal genetic stripe, which is amazing. We got lucky with the Sunfires landed on the genetic stripe. But look, I opened my mouth, huh?
There you go.
And there's a pure genetic stripe. No Sunfire. See, guys, just because it's Sunday, I still get some normals. So that was pretty good. We got so many Sunfire genetic stripes in here, and I didn't want it to make it look that easy. Whew, like I said, it's just Sunday. It's ridiculous. Literally one. For every Sunfire genetic stripe, I'm supposed to have a Sunfire normal. I mean a genetic stripe normal. And so far, I've seen nothing but Sunfire genetic stripes. And even the Sunfires are, look, another Sunfire genetic stripe. So, I mean, literally one. Incredible odds. And you guys wonder why I'm all excited when eggs hatch on Sunday. So consistent. Next, this will be a Lucy like that one time. It was just a leucistic came out of nowhere. There we go. Look at that. A beautiful genetic stripe. So we only got 2 normal genetic stripes in the whole clutch. You figure that out.
Oh, this one.
Oh, there's still one left. Glad we have somebody here that pays attention. This egg's real caved in, so this is going to be a runny baby, I would think. I gotta be careful how I cut it too, because there's no space. Yep, this is actually, looks like a snake that did not make it. Now, unlike the one I showed you in the beginning, this one here was never going to make it. This had nothing to do with cutting. It's all pickled. It's all dried out. It's all undeveloped, and it didn't make it. This is part of the other part of reality. But the good part of this reality was we did really, 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 really well. And despite that we had an egg blow up and all the whole cycle of flies try to happen, I got that out, cleaned it up at the end, and we ended up with still like probably a 90% hatch rate. And not only that, we ended up with, out of our genetic stripes, we ended up with like at least 5 extra Sunfire genetic stripes, or 4 than the even. So it's a good thing. We're going to make one more video today, and we're going to go pull a sweet clutch. It's from a double het titanium tiger, I believe, to a Sunfire citron het albino. So we're going to have hopefully albino Sunfire citrons out of that clutch, which we only ever hatched one. He's a little bit gorgeous looking snake. An albino Sunfire titanium, which is insane. So hopefully we'll make some more. We'll see you. Check out our next video. This is part 1. Part 2's coming.
Nos vemos. Hasta la vista.